Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. Well, we got Diver's room completed. I noticed there was a little bit of compacted machinery behind the walls, but I'm not too worried about it. I think we have a pretty decent amount of components right now. I don't know for sure though, because I haven't checked in a while. We are starting to get some foods laid up for the winter. I doubt that our crops will last until their next harvest. We'll just have to see how that goes. I know that they're going to be growing slow, but if we have any kind of a cold snap, it's going to kill them off pretty easily. So I'm not going to try to rely on that as our source of food. I have marked a couple of animals around for hunting, not only because we need the meat, but also because they were eating some of the crops that were out there. So I need to try to cut down on that as much as possible. The animal bed area has been cleaned out, but there aren't nearly enough beds here to accommodate every animal. So that's definitely something that I'm going to have to work on. Well, I thought I marked a whole bunch of these animals to be hunted, but clearly they didn't stay that way. This one of ours? No. Okay. Bunch of little critters around. Trying to tame this red fox over here. I think that would be pretty good. I don't think that they're capable of a lot of crazy stuff, but just having them around is kind of nice. Looks like some of the animals that I had marked for hunting have moved over into this area. And Koth is on top of that right now. Trinka is butchering up some critters. Looks like he's making some pemmican as well. Boils in 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. That's pretty good. It looks like he's butchering them as he needs the meat to fill this in. He's already made enough meals to max out our limit there. Those turtles certainly take a beating because of their shells. This is good too, though. It's going to build up our stockpile of textiles. Could make a turkey leather animal bed. Try to get that going. What was this, deer hide? It looks like we have run out of resources for that for whatever reason. I imagine that somebody built a hat or a jacket or something that took up those materials, so let's just cancel that one for now. As a matter of fact, I could probably, all of these bills have been met already. Move these back down about 3 each so that we really don't have to worry about any of that. I have this sculptor's table here, but I don't have any bills set for it right now. I think we're busy enough doing other things for the time being. I say while Sally and Grill just sit there playing chess, but hey, I'm sure that they have important things to do. Sally had some skill. Yeah, it was art. She's not very good at it or research. And I don't think I have anybody set up to do... No priorities for these kinds of things. Grill is actually our best artist. Rika is a close second. Or a distant second. I didn't check the actual numbers. Oh, that was really close. Grill was standing right next to that turkey that just got dead. Unforbid all of those eggs so that they get carried in where they need to be. Yeah, the temperature outside is barely reaching 50 degrees. That squirrel just ate the potato plant. Squirrels are kind of hard to see, that's for sure. Just make sure they're all set to be hunted. Yeah, 83% grown. The growth rate is only 88% right now, so it's a little bit slow. Got some cargo pods that crashed nearby. Looks like insect jelly. That's good. Pretty delicious. And increases joy if people eat it. Go ahead and hunt these boom rats too. Get rid of them. So far, tree spread hasn't been too much of a problem. I may chop down those big ones here. Yeah, there's a few more that we could get chopped down. Just make sure that there aren't a huge number of big trees out in this area. They're good for cover in case of attacks, but aside from that, there's no real need for them. And I've been thinking about throwing down another one over here so we could have a improvised turret trifecta right in this central area. I think that would pretty much guarantee that we're able to take out enemies in a pretty reasonable efficiency there. I think I will. Just because. And then we need to build this. Maybe to there. And that should be able to connect from that distance. Yeah, 21 components is a pretty decent amount. And we can see where the machinery is. I think it's only that one piece, so I'm not terribly worried about it. We looked at it at the end of last episode, that this area here is not large enough to cover the same area as this stockpile right here. And I had mentioned that I'm not terribly worried about moving that stockpile, as a matter of fact. I guess Diver can go ahead and work on it. I'm not super interested in it right now. So I think just having it marked out is good enough. If we run into needing more production, like we're researching machining right now, then we're going to get electric smelting so that we can get an electronic smithy. Electric smithy. Then we can make weapons and armor and stuff. Even then, we don't need this stockpile moved, really, because we can put tables here, we can put tables here, facing the other direction, we can put tables behind this. So it's not necessary to move any of this stuff yet. I don't know what the distance is. If this is the distance that they can view, they spend most of their time up and around this area. And so it doesn't even really affect the beauty in this area here. We can see it's still ugly, just because of this stuff laying around. This stockpile here even is kind of ugly. There's dirt and stuff around. So until we get some good artwork in here, it's always going to be just a little bit ugly, regardless of this stockpile. Yep, we've got that bed made. Here we've got 51 tortoise leather. So we can go for another animal bed from that. We have quite a variety of skins and leathers, which is good and bad, since we don't have a huge number of any one kind. Just these little bits and bobs here and there. It's a little inconvenient. Yep, here's the cold snap I was worried about. I'm sure that a lot of these plants are going to get... What's happened here? These are all supposed to be... Oh, come on. I ought to be able to see potatoes. Potatoes. These here are strawberries. This here... That's smoke leaf. Okay. I had a rough time trying to separate these last time towards the end. So when these die off from the cold snap, it's not going to be any problem. Okay, we just lost a psychic soothe at the beginning of this episode, and now it's been replaced with a psychic drone, all for males. So that's going to bother a few people, but it's no big deal. Looks like Koth's power armor is below... Yeah, it's down to 50%. So he's had to discard that already. Which is a shame, because that's a huge bonus for protection from everything. Thankfully, once we do get machining and an electric smithy, we should be able to craft our own after a little while. We'll still have to research it. It's further on down the line a ways. Powered armor right here. So we'd have to get the multi-analyzer going and all that other kind of stuff, but no big deal. We'll get there one of these days. Our food stores are looking pretty good. Our pemmican is building up pretty reasonably. So I think it's getting close to time that I could even send Koth out for a trade mission. Okay, we've got creatures that are getting frostbit. So let's throw down granite walls here and a granite door. Go ahead and put in an electric heater, just because we can. Running the conduit is kind of a shame. It's totally fine though. I don't like long runs of conduit because they're definitely susceptible to attack anytime there's a fire or there's enemies coming in. Always have to worry about that. We don't have a massive amount of steel as well. Here's some up here that's available. A little bit over in this corner. And I was thinking there was some back here, but that's pretty far away. Over here isn't too terribly distant. Maybe a little closer than that. Let's see if we can mine out some of this, because I'm absolutely certain that we will be able to use it. Yeah, we'll need it in the future. Got a pirate merchant coming in. They haven't been really necessary. They want us to have a medical bed and a doctor or a animal infection. That's not the way it works. You can't take an animal and put it in a medical bed. Alright, so Grill is our trader now. Let's see what we can do here. Nope. They just want the drugs. Gold. We don't have the money for anything else, and I don't really want to sell off my boars right now. An Arctic wolf we can't afford, so once again, nothing we can do there. Make sure these guys are all trained. Oh. Got some animals that are starving, it looks like. Unfortunately, our people are going to try to feed them simple meals, which is not good. And we've gotten a group of Huskies that have joined us. Let's get them trained right away. I'll wait to train the other things after hauling is done. We'll see how that goes. I'll also see if I can assign the Huskies to different colonists so that Grill isn't hogging them all. It's pretty cold in here. This one heater is not quite capable of heating the whole place. Let's try for another one then. Each of the bedrooms would probably benefit from having one in there. We should be able to accommodate that like this. And having these inside the wall is pretty great. Actually, right there should be plenty. Because that definitely protects the conduit from damage. Alright, this is using up a lot of electricity. Right now we are still storing electricity, but soon I'm sure that will change once we get all of these heaters built. Trying to remember to turn them off whenever it's not winter anymore will be a bit of a challenge for me too. I can be a little bit forgetful, things like that. I hope they can reach this one through the corner here, or this corner over here even. Are we out of steel? I think we are. I don't see it over here. Which, yeah, 65. We only had 70 or 170 whenever we built this one. And each conduit is 1. So, not surprised, not surprised. We do have some females and a male. So that's all good. Cold snap is over. Excellent. And it's really killed off the vegetation around here. How are these eggs getting out here if all of the chickens are incapacitated in the barn? I don't understand that one. There's a little bit of grass over on this rich soil. I guess there is some grass. Yep, 100% grown, 59%. Oh no. I didn't even know there was a grizzly bear on the map. But our lynx is dead, basically. I don't see any way that we could get down there to save her. Nope. Sorry, Lynx. Torn to death. Alright, Trinka and Diver, you guys are gonna take care of this problem for us. Koth too. We'll get rid of this grizzly and then we will, oh, N3 died from starvation. Awesome. Alright. We will make the meals out of these folks, these critters, and get a little bit of hide from them. Of course, I don't think we'll have enough lynx skin to do anything profitable with, but that's fine. Oh, and we're only 2 rat leathers away from having enough for a animal bed. Let's see if I can find me a rat anywhere. Did they die of freezing? Oh, there was one. He's super far away, but that's alright. Wow, here's a whole bunch of guys here. Looks like they're all ranged characters, just about. We've got one club here. Incendiary launcher is never fun. Machine pistol. Where are we right now? People are coming in, that's good. What are the needs looking like? Really good. Horseware, the shield belt. We got this one built. Franka needs to flick switches here. I think Diver can do pretty well there. Sally may be back in this corner here. Franka might be able to hang out there. Even though this is only 50%, we should be able to get some use out of it. Oh man, Diver is not getting any protection from this area right here. Okay, not too bad. Looks like Tranka got hit with an incendiary launcher, for sure. Oh, pump shotgun. Grill got a bruise. Diver got shot up pretty badly. Let's see, which bed is his? You need to come and rest immediately. Sally could capture this guy, Grill capture this person. Grill can do some, medical attention for the prisoners. Koth, all the medicine. Tranka can put out the fires. After Koth hauls that medicine in, I can forbid it from being used, and then he'll use the herbal medicine here on Diver. Okay, forbidden. Tranka, you're rescuing the boar. That's exactly what I was going to have you do. Koth is trying to feed an animal. I don't think that's necessary right now. Well, hanging out by the medicine is going to be the thing to do for the time being. The car here has 8 hours to live, 8.3 here. Shattered rib, that's not too bad though. The grill, if you could start tending, that would be good. I think Sally is incapable. She is. Want to make sure that they're not medicined, so he's switched over. Already doctoring, good. And he has taken the medicine as well, only 3? Pretty sure he has more than 3 injuries there, Koth. You might wanted to grab a few more than that. See, that's 4, 6, 9. Oh well. I'm sure he'll be treated decently. Franka, you are bleeding as well. Tending to wild boar 5. Nope, nope, nope. I see you trying to take medicine. 5 hours to live. Fresh jaw. Not good. Yeah, we can't give him a denture of any kind, so. Can go ahead and tend to him. That's fine. Yeah, please don't use the medicine. Same for these Huskies. Here they are. They're almost camouflaged. I hadn't really noticed them running around until I looked for them just now. Alright. Actually really good treatment there. So divers should be okay. In severe pain. He's not going to be bleeding anymore though, so I could switch this away from medicine. He'll be able to get up and go about his business. As a matter of fact, I should dedicate a room to medical purposes, and reasonably it should be one of the rooms that's close to the door, so that when they're bringing people in they can just be there and it'll be okay. So I think this room is going to be converted to an infirmary in the near future. Let's go ahead and clear out this room here so that we can turn it into a bedroom and then have this converted to an infirmary. If that's the case, also I'll end up putting auto doors here and here. I don't think we have those researched yet. Here they are. They're only 400, so that's not too bad. And Koth is working on Ally here. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. It was pretty good. I can't say that there was a huge amount of progress, but we certainly survived, so that's something. If you want to make sure and catch the next one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. Thank you very much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.